Bill Kelly, for the better part of a decade, you've been a resident in Bluffton. You've owned several properties. You've been named Bluffton's Realtor of the Year 3 years in a row by a local media publication. Question for you. For anybody that's considering Bluffton, specifically Old Town Bluffton, what are the top three things, the top three reasons our real estate purchaser would choose Old Town Bluffton?
Sure. It's a good question. So top three. I guess first of all, you've got a pretty special place in Old Town Bluffton. It's not a big area. It's a small little old town with a lot of history. It's got a special feel to it. It's a relatively small area that's completely walkable. If you're into the history of the area, you can go pretty deep on all the history that's gone on in this little tiny town. Secondly, I think the fact that you've got a whole bunch you can do within several blocks, which you can walk or even golf cart to, because a lot of folks don't realize that you can drive your golf cart around the Old Town area. And that's everything from dining to live music. There's a vibrant art scene. The town throws some pretty great farmers markets on Thursday afternoons. There's some sunset parties just a couple blocks over from here on by the Oyster Factory. There's also a bunch of live music that a lot of people wouldn't realize. There's a bunch of guys out strumming guitars up and down Calhoun Street, as well as over in the promenade. We've got a full-blown whiskey bar up over the Corner Perk coffee shop, which is absolutely fantastic. There's a lot to do. You can spend a day or an afternoon or an evening in Old Town Bluffton and really have a nice time.
Well, no doubt the charm exists here, and it's pretty amazing, as Bluffton's consistently identified as one of the fastest growing towns on the East Coast. Right. It's amazing how they laid it out such that it retains that charm and that appeal with the natural areas. So I'm gonna challenge you with the difficult question. What are the top three reasons why someone would choose not to buy real estate?
Oh, choose not to.
Bluffton.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Well, I guess if you've got somebody who's looking for, let's say, a resort style community or a summer resort style feel, for example, they may be focused more on the beach on Hilton Head, for example, our famous 11 miles of white sand beach. Easy to get there from here. You're only 15 minutes probably to toes in the sand, but you're not living next to it. So if someone's focused on the beach, they may be more prone to a home or a villa down on the island, maybe in South Forest Beach or Palmetto Dunes, or one of the residential communities around the beach. So that might be one of the big ones. Another deal would be if you've got folks who are into, say, more of like a country club style community, like a golf community, a little more uniform, a little more structured, a little more formal setting. Maybe the Old Town area isn't quite what they're looking for. The nice part is, again, Bluffton's not a big place, so you could be in any of those golf communities just up and down the street here, and you're in Old Town in 10, 12 minutes, enjoying everything it's got to offer.
So, Bill, it's difficult to be immersed right in Old Town Bluffton,
right? To
live right in Old Town. There's a very limited supply of homes immediately here, but there's several incredible communities that are an easy golf cart ride away.
Right.
What communities do you find your clients identify with most often?
Sure. So yeah, you can definitely, good point. So you don't have to live directly in Old Town to get here very quickly within the golf cart zone. So you could do something, for example, down the Eljoy area, which is just down the street, but offers a variety of different styles of properties, different styles of homes. Some are on the river, some are not. You're a few minutes down the road on a golf cart. You could do something, for example, like a Bluffton Park, which is just on the other side of Old Town. Again, walk or golf cart right into the Old Town area. Again, more of a planned unit development style, but not gated or country club focused, more of a neighborhood kind of deal. But again, you can get right into Old Town very quickly from there, either walking or using a golf cart. And then there's other neighborhoods, for example, Heritage Lakes and Fern Lakes, which are just down on this side, which again are just a few minutes away via golf cart. So you can either focus be right in Old Town, but to your point, inventory is very limited, or you can be just on the outside of Old Town and still be able to enjoy everything that it has to offer within a few minutes.
Well, that's awesome, incredible advisement that, clearly it's obvious why your clients continue to return to you, and new ones can feel confident going to you when it comes to, well, largely anything in the area, but especially in the Old Town Bluffton area. Thank you so much for your time.
Sure, appreciate it.